Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ohio Richlands. We shouldn't need much of this to complete this contract. There we go. We're left with 5,066 litres of corn at $298 extra harvest income. We've also completed a cotton contract as well on field 24. A total of 15,836 minus the lease cost of the equipment here, which is $3,378. That gives us $12,457, so we'll collect that just now. Upon completing it as well, at the sell point, we got $8,634 from the cotton that was sold above the contract. And this harvesting contract, obviously we've just kept the remaining amount there, but $5,133 for that one. So we're going to put this down into our grain bin. I don't know if there is much use for it at the moment. I know there is the cereal production that takes corn, so that could be something to look into, something different. It's not as high value as the croquettes are at the potato factory, but it's something else to do, and it means another crop to do as well. We also need honey for that. I can't remember all the ingredients off by hand just now. I just looked at it very briefly. Just because I seen the corn contract, I thought, well, that's going to be something else we can add to the list, because all we're doing is just the same kind of stuff just now. I did briefly mention that in the last episode. So we are going to try and do different stuff. I think the next purchase is going to be a corn header. Maybe look to the cereal factory. We need honey, so we need some sort of bees. I don't know where's best to place them, but we can look at that. It is 7 o'clock at night now on the 1st of November. Which means we haven't had a chance yet, but we need to go and get the 10 Angus cows sold because it's the 1st of the month. Right, we'll put this back in the grain bin and we'll see you around to sell the 10 Angus cows. Well, that's us now ready to sell the Angus cows, so we'll get that done just now. I just need to find the ones that are ready to sell, which is here, 27 months. So we'll sell the 10 of them and put the $1,000 back into the bank. So that's $31,250 in total. So just put that money in just now. There we go. Right, we've got quite a bit to do. We'll move this out of the way first, and we need to nip up to the sheep pen. There is some we're going to sell because we're now maxed out. This pen we can sell some. And there is 60 up at the other sheep pen as well, valued at $725 each. This one there should be ones at, I think is it 800? No, this one's at $725, and there should be 30 of them, and there's another set here, 30 of them at $725 each, and there's 10 valued at $800 each at the other sheep pen as well. We need to go up there because they also need grass as well. So we'll sell this lot here and this lot as well. So that's $3,000 to put back into the bank, $1,500 on each for the transport fee. That frees up a little bit in there. We've got room for 60 more now. Right, we'll jump back. Oh, he's keen to get some feed, obviously. Right, we'll put that money back into the bank just now. There we go. Right, they need grass as well. We'll come back to them. I think what we're going to do first is run up to... We'll run up to the sheep pen just now up here, the other bit where the two sheep pens are. Run up there, sell that ones, and feed them some grass. And we'll do a little check on the productions as well. So we'll see you out there in just a minute, where we can talk a bit more about what we're going to expand into very soon. So we'll see you there in just a second. Well, here we are now. We'll just leave this in the corner here. That throttle seems to be sticking a bit worse every time now. Yeah. Something wrong there. Right, we'll just leave that running so we have some sort of light. Right, we'll go and sell that sheep first, then we can feed them grass, but more on this expansion we're looking at doing. This, yeah, they have 300 in there. The other one doesn't have much in it. but we'll sell, where are we? This one's here. I think that's the only ones at that kind of high price. Other ones is 500. Yep, and another one at 500. Yeah, so it's just these. I think there's just 10. Yep. Right, we'll sell these and put 500 for the transport fee back into the bank just now. So we'll get that done. There we go. Right, we can go and give them some feed. So what we're thinking of doing, because we've not really, it would have been better in daylight to be honest, but we're up here just now. This little corner of the field is quite awkward to do, and there's not really anything that fits into it, or it doesn't fit well into the area, and there's not really much use for it, and it's quite awkward to cut the grass as well. And we will cut it before we do what we're going to do, so that it does give us a few extra bales up here. And we've plenty of wool stocked up as well. What we are planning to do is get into grapes. We did look at the difference between grapes and olives, and I think it'd be a good idea, because all you can do with olives is get an oil refinery or oil processing plant and kind of just make oil from the olives, and that's it. But if we were to do grapes, that means we can process them at one plant into raisins, and we can also buy a cereal factory as well, which gives us another kind of income. Why isn't this working? There we go. Right, it's going to need a lot more than one bale, but we'll just take the stack down slowly one by one so they don't fall over, because we've had that already at the farm. So yeah, we do need quite a bit of equipment. Obviously it's quite expensive initially to get the actual grapevines themselves. It is doable, especially with the income we've got while paying off the loan. And the grapes are ready to plant in March, and then they're not ready to harvest until September. So we do have kind of a little bit of leeway as well as to when we actually need the harvester by. I'm hoping to buy one outright, but it just depends on the money situation at the time. Obviously we're still looking at the chicken barn, and if we don't get the chicken barn, what we've done with the fields just now has been pretty pointless, as we could have left home with soybeans so that we could continue the vegetable fat for the croquettes, because they obviously do bring in quite a lot of money compared to anything else we do, apart from the clothes. Oh, that bale's gone stuck there. Every time I go to move it, as soon as I get close to it, it just falls. Yeah, so what we do need to get is the grapevines. Obviously it's quite expensive. We would obviously need the grape processing factory. I'll need to get the cost of that for the next clip, and also a cereal factory. But for that we would also need to have, couldn't see above there, yeah, for that we need to have honey, corn, and obviously the raisins. We also need oats as well. Oats isn't an issue, we've already got the header for the harvester, so that's no problem. The raisins would obviously be no issue because we're going to do the grapes anyway. What was the other one? Honey. We need to look into honey. I don't know what we would do to get that. That's something else to branch into, I suppose. It's doing it again, I don't know why. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't put the bale down on the ground properly. Yeah, but corn is the next issue. We don't have a corn header. But again, it's another outgoing cost that we would need to kind of take on if we were going to do that. And the other thing is, with the grapevines, it's not just a case of putting the grapevines down by a harvester. It's there's quite a bit of equipment involved in it. This is getting rather annoying now. I can't do anything. I have tried to fix it, but it's not, the fix I've done before isn't working this time. I don't know what is wrong with the pedals, so we're going to have to do something with that pretty soon. But yeah, the grapevines. We need a pruner, a sprayer, a mulcher, and a cultivator. Where am I going with these? So it's not going to be cheap for the outgoing equipment. However, this is where we can save just a little bit of money. Oh, they're not going to take all that. I can use that bale the other one. Yeah, this tractor we're in just now is what I'm hoping. Well, I'm not sure what happened with that little bit of recording. For some reason, it still got the video, but it lost the sound. What I was mentioning was we're hoping to save a little bit of money because you need a small tractor, obviously, and we don't really have any apart from this one. And because this is always up here at the sheep pens where we're going to have the grapevines, we're really hoping that we can actually use this with the new implements in between the grapevines. If that works, we're going to save quite a bit of money there. And we can also kind of use the money that we would have had to buy the tractor with and put it towards getting the equipment we need, like the cultivator, mulcher, sprayer, pruner, all the stuff we need. Obviously the harvester is going to be quite a large cost, but we're going to have to get that anyway to even harvest the grapevines. But anyway, I think that's what I was mentioning. As I said, the recording for some reason recorded the video but no sound. But yeah, essentially, hopefully we can use this tractor and save quite a bit of money that way. Well, last little bit for today. We've got 5,000 litres of strawberries, 3,000 litres of lettuce, 15,000 litres of wool and 15,400 litres of eggs. Try and get it all in one sale, so it's one payment. I don't know how easy it's going to be. Like if I just stay there. Should get rid of it all. And we'll take the wool to whatever place takes it all and then move the rest to the next one. Why has it got 1 litre? Oh no, there we go. That's why I say it left us with 1 litre of strawberries. Anyway, $25,549 in the bank. That's a fantastic addition just before we cross over into the next day. We've got $145,255 in the bank. We'll just stick the wool into here. We're going to check over the productions quickly, move stuff about that needs to be moved. Jump into tomorrow. Is this going to take it all? Oh wow, okay. Right, well, it's taken all that, so it saves a bit of messing about later on. Right, we're going to get stuff moved about, load up any closed pallets from both productions, take it back up to the yard, and we will see you in the morning. See if there's, I don't think there's going to be any more contracts. If there is, we can nip away with them quickly, get them done. I'm going to hit that fence again. Nope, just made it. And we'll sell the croquettes as well, because there's 4 pallets there, plus whatever it says it's got. Oh, can't open that yet. I was going to try and open the ramps for the trailer there and forgot I had to move the telehandler really far forward, right onto the ramps. Yeah, so croquettes, let's see, we've got 4 here and we've got 5,300 litres of it sitting. Wow. We did stop vegetable fat production as well. Right, we'll get this started up just because there wasn't enough soybeans to keep it going. So we're now just kind of waiting to see when everything else kind of runs out, or the next thing. I think it's actually milk that's going to run out first. And once that runs out, we've got nothing really left. We've got 511 litres of milk left. Once that's done, I think we're just going to leave that production there and start focusing on other things. Especially this grapevines, because I think that's going to take quite a bit of money to get going. At least initially anyway, because the vines are not cheap. But let's get everything moved about. We'll put these potatoes, the croquettes on first, get them ready to sell. In fact, we could put closed pallets up the front because they'll be coming back to the yard with us. Should have a pallet at each production. There's one here. Awkward to get in. There we go. So yeah, we'll load these up, take them back up to the farm, but we'll get the croquettes on as well, get them sold at the farmer wholesale there just on our way back, and see what else we can move around. I think the bread pallets, we could potentially sell them. I don't know when the best price is, but it's another one of those we have to sell it now because it's fresh produce. Right, we'll get this done and we'll see how much we get for the croquettes in just a minute. Well, here we go, just before midnight, and 7,700 litres of croquettes, and I've got 2 pallets of clothes as well. So we'll see how much that gets us. Wow, $52,341. So ending the 1st of November here, with just 2 minutes to go, or 1 minute till midnight now, $197,548. So a fantastic end to the day. Well, we're going to go back, get some rest, and jump into tomorrow. I think we could pay off another $100,000 on that loan. We've got, I think there's a bag of seeds there as well. I'll pick that up. I'll do that tomorrow. We'll leave that for now. Right, we're going to go get some sleep and we'll see in the morning. We'll probably put about 100,000 or so in towards the loan. So we'll see you in just a minute. Well, we're now in the 1st of December and the snow has started coming down. Not an ideal start. Let's have a quick check of the manure pit and see how much we have in here. Almost 50,000 litres again. Wow. When we fertilised our fields, I think it was last month, we took all of the manure, emptied all of them, and quite a bit of the slurry as well. It took most of that, but that fields are done. But now it's time to sell another 10 Angus cows. We'll get that done just now. If we can find the right, there we go. They're never in the same area. They're always dotted all throughout the animals. I don't know why it does that, but anyway, another $31,250. We'll add that $1,000 transport back in. So we'll do that just now. And as you can see, the money is quite low, or it was before we sold that. We only had about $7,000 to our name. We did pay $180,000 towards the loan. So it doesn't leave much left. I think it's $310,000 left to go, which is fantastic from the original loan amount of $740,000. We have really eaten that up very quickly. I didn't expect to pay it off as quick as this, or at least pay off this much this quick. What we have to do today, we did have a contract. In fact, we can now complete it. Cultivating field 21, we put a worker up there, so $7,826 in the bank. We also stopped the greenhouse productions because we ran out of water and we need to go and put water into, we've done this sheep pen down here. Yeah, they're full. We do need to move the wool, but we can do that later on. This one badly needs water, and to move the wool into the trailer up there. That one will just top up whatever's left and move any wool over as well. Obviously they were fed yesterday, but we could put another couple of bales into these guys. We have another 10 sheep in here as well. I wonder if there's any in the other pen. There is. We have 3 sheep in this pen as well. Oh, that's fantastic. And obviously we got the ones today, we got another 10 Angus cows in here. They also need some hay as well today. We're probably going to do a TMR mix for these guys today as well. They don't go through it very quickly, but it just keeps on top of them. And we can also probably look to selling some of these. Maybe that 180. Yep. And they were here last month and the month before. No new ones in this pen down here at the farm. Not as yet anyway. We started the bread production because we have 47,000 litres of flour. We can't really do anything with it, but bread, you know, it's going to make a little bit of money. So we're just going to make that and just sell it directly to whoever's got the highest price once we get a few, you know, a good few pallets of it to make it worthwhile. The croquettes has been stopped. We have run out of milk. I was going to take some down to the dairy to make chocolate because I think we've still got, yeah, we've still got 25,000. Oh, in fact, we can start making it now because there's still plenty of milk left in there. Right, so we'll just start making chocolate now. We can take some milk down here, But again, it's probably not even worth it because we've only got 812 litres of starch. It just takes potatoes and water to make more starch, so we could probably do that. Make a couple thousand litres, put a few thousand litres of milk in. We don't need eggs or bread because they're roughly about the same, about 200 litres difference, probably not even that. So yeah, we just need starch, milk, and maybe we don't even need a pallet of butter. Actually, they're all about the same. Yeah, we could make cream potatoes just now, just so, because it makes starch, so that'll give us maybe 2,000 litres of starch. Maybe not quite that. So we need about 2,000 litres of milk down into here, and that should kind of finish out the croquette production for now. We've only got 580 litres. Clothes, we probably have one pallet there, I would imagine. That one's almost another pallet as well. So I'll have to do that later on, but just now we're going to run up to the other pens and put down this water, feed them some grass, just a quick check up, and get back down here before the snow starts lying. So we'll see you guys in just a minute. Well, I think we're going to leave the episode there. All that's left to do is feed the chickens for today. Everything else is done. All the animals are taken care of for the moment. But only $310,000 left to pay on the loan, as we paid $180,000 towards it. We did also forget to mention, put barley in here, we spent $1,050 on a 1,500 litre pallet of diesel drums to fill up the pickup. That's why we were able to go and fill up the cotton harvester. And $3,500 to fill up our bund here at the farm as well with diesel. Other than that, I think it's going to be looking like grapes next year. That is going to be our go-to thing. I have looked at a couple of prices of things. It's about $150,000 for the harvester. It is a Lizard brand, it's not the in-game New Holland brand. The cultivator and that would, looking, if the John Deere works that's up at the sheep pen, the 6300, if that one works in the grapevines, the money we're going to save not buying a tractor will pretty much get us a trailer, the mid-sized trailer, the cultivator, the sprayer, and the mulcher. So we'll essentially be able to get everything we need by saving the cost of not having to buy a small tractor, which is fantastic news. The only issue we've got is the actual cost of the vines themselves. They're quite expensive. I haven't actually seen how much it's going to be to do the area we're looking at doing, but I would say it's going to be a fair cost. I'm gauging maybe about $10,000 to $15,000 worth. I may be wrong. We'll see when the time comes. I'm hoping to get them in sort of February time, just ready for when it comes in season for them to start growing. I don't know if we need to do anything else for planting them as such, or if it's just a case of put the vines up and when it gets to the season, they just start growing. But a fair few pallets of clothes there, ready for April when we need them, which might actually come in handy because that'll pay off the loan, which means we're able to get another small loan if needed to help us get the harvester and just other little bits of kit that we may need. But we'll leave the episode there for now. And we've accomplished quite a lot, and hopefully quite a lot to come over the next few months, between now and April anyway. But as always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon for the next one.